All right. Testing, 1, 2, 3. If anyone does join this thing, tell me so that I know what's going on. Let me see what other options do I have. Banners? No. How? Oh, I do see. Wow, we have 11 viewers. Look at that. Hello. Welcome to another Sempre Milan Watchalong brought to you by yours truly, Ahmed Bdair, aka Bdair, aka BdairBall. Um, the layout looks a little different than I know Stefano and Lorenzo do it, but I did this in like 5-minute notice. So let's hope it's better. And most importantly, let's hope the result is better than what they did. First comment is Akbar Yuldashev. Before I even joined, by the way, before I even started the stream, he said, please stop. Every time you do watch along, Mian loses or draws. Mian never won a single game with your watch along. I'm sorry, Akbar. Unfortunately, this is bigger than me and you. This will go on. No matter how much Milan loses, even if we get relegated, we will continue to do these live streams. We will continue to ruin Milan's season. So I'm sorry about that, but there's nothing I can do. Let me quickly connect my headphone because I do like hearing the game, even if I'm talking over it. I do like hearing the game in my ear. Actually, let's do the left ear. I don't know why. Does anybody else have that where they focus with one ear more than the other? Anyway, let me put the game on in my ear so that I can actually watch it. That seems like a good idea, I think, in general. All right. We can go over the lineup. So I think, let me check the lineup real quick. I would love to have put it on the screen, which would have been very smart of me if I had done that, but I can't. I'm not going to mess with what works right now. As of right now, everything is the score. Everybody sees the scoreboard, right? So it's all good from there on that end. So I'm not going to mess that up. By the way, somebody tell me that you guys can hear me and all this other stuff, right? Can anybody confirm that? All right. There's 21 of you. Somebody click on the somebody click and comment. Come on. What else? Yes, perfect. Thank you so much, guys. All right. The lineup is a few changes from Torino last week. We have got Mike in goal, obviously. We've got Teo back in the starting lineup, thank God. We have Pavlovic making his first ever start, preseason or league start for Milan at left center back, Tomori at right center back, and Calabria remains at right back. A pivot of Tijani Reinders and incoming starter Yunus Musa, who delivered the beautiful assist for Okafor's equalizer last week. And then in the attack, we have Leao on the left, Ruben Loftus-Cheek at the 10. My personal, I hate that decision, but it's fine. We'll go with it. And Christian Pulisic on the right. And finally, a decision that had to be made, thankfully was made, Noah Okafor up top. Okay. We are underway. Milan wearing their third kit today. By the way, for all I have a lot of criticisms for the window, the this, the that, all this kind of stuff. But man, the kits, all three kits this season, straight up 10 out of 10s, like spectacular. All right, wait, let me turn off notifications. And let me turn off my phone. Okay. I agree. I think it's a very solid formation, much, much better than against Torino. And yes, I would rather put. This is the thing. This is the problem with how we've built our squad is we don't have a natural 10. Whether that be Pulisic or Ruben Loftus-Cheek, both of them have, in my opinion, deficiencies at that position. So, whoever we play there, I'm a proponent of just playing Pulisic there because I like the best. I like having the best players on the field. If there is a moment of brilliance that to be had, Pulisic is just simply more likely to have it than Ruben Loftus-Cheek. So I prefer having, and the same goes obviously with Chukwueze, who's the one who's missed out. But that's generally how I view these kind of decisions. Liberali obviously is a natural 10, but he's still, a bit. Oh, Parma, 1-0. 90 fucking seconds. Dennis Mann at the far post. 1-0 for Parma. Maybe Akbar was right. Maybe we shouldn't do these anymore. Fuck me, man. Fuck me. What? I mean, oh, God almighty, man. The entire defense, just the transition defense, pathetic. The entire defense taken away by one pass. And then Teo, like, so far behind the play. Oh, my God, man. Just the same fucking crap. The same crap as the second Torino goal. The same crap, actually, as almost every single goal we've conceded over the past year. The transition defense, it's so pathetic. It's so pathetic. Oh, God. Hold on. They're reviewing something. Hold on. Is he off? Okay. They're zooming in on the referee, which usually means that he's listening to something. It's VAR. Okay, hold on. Okay, they're checking it. Ah, never mind. Damn it. The goal's confirmed. Fuck me, man. Why does this shit always fucking happen, man? No, but okay, this is my problem. Everybody blames the defense. But this is just how it's not the defense as individuals, it's the setup. It's the setup every single time. If you get caught up in the same way every single time, it can't be the individuals. That's it. That just doesn't make sense. It can't be the individuals. Systematically, we are so unbelievably open all the time. And this is what the whole fucking summer, all Fonseca talked about is, oh, we're going to play this beautiful style of football. But not 1 second did anyone actually seem to discuss the real problem with what we had last season. We scored plenty, more than enough goals. Now, the process wasn't always great in our attacking, but we scored more than enough goals to compete for the title. What we didn't do was actually prevent anybody from scoring. We were constantly open, constantly easy to go at. Ah, fuck me, man. They can't just let us be happy for half a second. Fucking bullshit, man. All right. Sorry, I don't know how Lorenzo and Stefano do these. They're this angry usually when we concede, but this is how I watch games. So apologies for anybody who's not used to the difference. All right. I just need to quickly do this thing. I'm going to tweet the link out real quick for this live. Okay. Share. Copy. Go to Twitter. Well, hell of a way to start the season, am I right? Concede the first goal every single. Oh, okay, yeah, he is. He's behind. He was behind the ball. I mean, the fact that the offside wasn't actually about one of our. Was he ahead of one of our defenders? No, all of our defenders were so fucking far out of the frame that it didn't even matter what the defenders were doing. It was about the attackers. It was about the ball. Sorry, was Dennis Mann behind the ball? That's how far the crosser was ahead of the defense, and how far Dennis Mann was ahead of the defense. Jesus Christ, man! Every fucking time, man. Let me take a quick look at Parma's lineup. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know a lot of these players. I watch a lot of Serie A, but obviously they just got promoted. Dennis Mann, I've known about him just because he was that exceptional in Serie B. Zion Suzuki because he was my game time. See, okay, this is the thing. I think the scoreboard is off of One Football, and so that might be a little weird. My game time is 6:08, 6:09, 6:10, 6:11, and so on. Anyway. a lot of unknown quantities for Parma, but they do seem to have a very talented squad. I saw the other day they absolutely like ragdolled Fiorentina, so it shouldn't be unexpected that this game is very difficult. Corner for Milan. Not that this. I'm not live commenting on this. A corner just happened. We headed it wide, very far wide, and now it's a Parma goal kick, and here they come, building out the back. Nice little ball. Calabria wins it back for us, plays it back to Tomori. Okay. Look, terrible goal to concede and terrible structure of the defense, but there's still a lot of game time to play. Pulisic plays it in behind on the right flank for Ruben Loftus-Cheek. It goes out of bounds. Parma fraud. Fuck me, man. So little cohesion. Such little cohesion. I mean, yeah. I'm not trying to make any referendums. I don't know, 97 minutes into the season. Actually, you know what? I'm going to save this comment for later if it continues. I hope that I don't have to say it later, but let's just keep it how it is. All right, Parma with a throw-in. They go long, goes above our entire midfield, straight to their striker, and Calabria was able to nick it off. Pavlovic back to Mike, who's out of his box. All right, let's see what he got. That long-range artillery. Plays it short to Pavlovic. Pavlovic, very few options. I mean, this is... Sorry. I'm so disappointed with some of the stuff I'm seeing, because the whole fucking selling point was that we're gonna have this incredibly expansive build-up style, and then I'm still seeing Pavlovic on the ball at center back, and his only option like was the case last year, his only option is to go to Teo, and then when Teo gets the ball, his only option is whoever one midfielder from the pivot is coming his side, which makes it so unbelievably just telegraphed. Every single... I know it. Look, if we as fans know where the ball is going next, I damn sure know the Parma coaches know it too, and I know the Parma players know it too. So how can this continue? All right, here again, building out the back. Tomori to Calabria to Musa. Okay, nice little creation of space. He dribbles past one, and he's driving up the field. Beautiful little move from Musa. Musa with Pulisic on the right, plays it to him, and overlaps around him. Pulisic cuts inside. Plays a cross in. Oh, Zion was going towards Okafor, but Suzuki comes out, claims the cross very well, and now here come Parma back again. Ooh. All right, here's what Okafor brings to the game. We're already seeing a much more intense press from the striker position. This is something I criticized Jovic for a lot last game. I mean, if you're not going to be the one to score the goals, if you're not going to be expensive, that's fine. I don't expect the backup striker to do that. But you have to give a lot of effort. Great interception by Tijani Reinders. Plays it to Leao. Reinders on the ball to Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek to... intercepted. This fucking guy, man. I'm sorry, but... Oh my goodness, beautiful layoff from the Parma striker. They play it in behind. Dennis Mann has a good chance. One-on-one with Teo Hernandez. Plays a lovely ball. Oh. Tracked back well by Calabria, and it's a corner for Parma. I mean, this is unacceptable, man. You cannot... It's too... I know it's only been 10 minutes, but having Ruben Loftus-Cheek in this... I made a pact with myself that I'm breaking today, but I made a pact with myself earlier before the season that if Ruben Loftus-Cheek features, I'm not watching the game, okay? In the pivot, I'll accept it. At the 10, I should not be... I just will not watch the game. Today, I'm making the exception because I committed to doing this live, but it's just inexcusable. How can you have a 10 that can't fucking pass the ball? He can't pass. I'm not going to do that. Whatever. Fuck this team, man. Anyway, 10 minutes past, Parma have a corner. Dennis Mann to take. He goes short. They play it to the edge of the box. The top of the box. Beautiful little set piece routine. Dennis Mann wide open in the fucking box. And it's deflected for... Is that a goal kick? It is a goal kick. I mean, unacceptable. Again, unacceptable. They seem so much better coached than we do right now. Thankfully, Ruben Loftus-Cheek was in a good position to track back and was able to block the shot. But I mean, the ball, it's a corner taken short. They played around the edge of the box. into a central position. First time the Parma midfielder lobs it in behind, where Dennis Mann, who just took the corner, is wide ass open in the middle of in the corner of the box. So open in our own penalty box. Heads it down, but then Ruben Loftus-Cheek deals with it. All right, Teo plays it to Musa in the middle of midfield. There we go. We have some space out here. Musa on the ball again. Oh, misplaced pass. And here come Parma again. Dennis Mann plays it to the left. Oh, and the foul given away. That looked very soft to me, but foul, I think, by Musa. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, no, it was Calabria. He nipped on the heels of the Parma midfielder. Here comes Parma again on the left. Plays it back, all the way back to the center backs. Oh my goodness. I don't know what the hell just happened. Oh, wow. The ball's still in play. Parma center back plays an incredible ball all the way right to the corner flag. Valeri from Parma was able to control the ball, dribbles past Calabria, who has to foul him. And it's a free kick from right next to the corner flag. Oh, Calabria just so slow, just behind the pace of the game, ends up rolling on the Parma player's foot, man. This is so poor, man. This is so fucking poor. As Ollie always likes to say, we're a poor side. We're a poor side. Matteo Bonetti on commentary talking about how it seems like it's only a matter of time before Emerson gets to start at right back. I'll tell you what, Emerson's not good either. So I don't really understand what we did this summer, but regardless, yeah, I'm very excited to see Emerson Royal. Wee, woo, hey. All right, Parma free kick. They fire it into the box. Terribly dealt with, but it ends up ricocheting into Mike's path. Mike tries to go and take a long throw, hits straight into the back of a Parma midfielder. Thankfully, we retain possession. Tomori to Calabria. Musa in acres of space. Here we go. He plays it to Reinders. Again, in a lot of space. I think Parma are conceding a little bit, giving us that, lining up more of a mid-block. Leao flicks it to the Reinders. Reinders tries to find Teo. Intercepted, and here come Parma. A beautiful turn by their right back. Plays it to the striker. Lovely layoff, and he's past Tomori, and he's past Pavlovic, and he's going through the whole team. And then a phenomenal tackle from Tomori to recover and win the ball back. I don't know who Koulibaly, number 26, the Parma right back is, but that was absolutely spectacular. I'll tell you what, again, I have no beautiful little pirouette to get around Reinders. Gets past Tomori, gets past Reinders, gets past Pavlovic, but then spectacular recovery from Tomori. Absolutely phenomenal recovery from Tomori to get possession back. Here go Pavlovic with a long ball towards Pulisic. Bad idea once again. Headed back to Suzuki by his own defender. We're not doing a lot right. I'll tell you that. We're not doing a lot right. Koulibaly again at right back. I'm going to learn these names as we go. I'm going to learn these Parma names as we go on. And frankly, they've been very impressive. I have to give them so much. Oh, Ruben Loftus-Cheek almost won the ball back. Ends up back in Parma position. Suzuki goes long and out of bounds. All right, Milan throwing. Come on, man. It's only 1-0. As bad as we have been, and as open as the game has been, it's only 1-0. Pavlovic on the ball. Again, no pressure on our center backs. Parma more than happy to just sit in that mid block, kind of try to prevent, play those balls into Musa and Reinders. Here come Pulisic. Ruben Loftus-Cheek drops back a little bit, plays it to Pulisic on the right. Pulisic 1-on-2. Cuts inside, plays it back to Musa. Musa to Pavlovic. Teo all the way on the left-hand side with a little bit of space. Him and Leao linking up. Leao plays it back to Tomori across the field. All right, Tomori to Calabria. Where is the movement? Where are the options? Beautiful ball by Tomori to Reinders. Reinders in space. Reinders tries to dribble and is ultimately dispossessed. That was a lovely pass from Tomori. And Reinders had a lot of space here. And here come Parma on the counterattack on the left. Parma won again. Their left winger one-on-one with Calabria. Plays it in the middle. Again, too much space. Again, into their striker who squares it. And it goes right across the goal. Pavlovic unable to deal with it. Back to Dennis Mann. Back to Parma. And again, Dennis Mann plays it in the middle. To their right back, Koulibaly. Oh, no, they don't pass it there. Okay, Parma retain possession at the back. They bring it back. I mean, this is just unacceptable fucking defending. So open. Here comes Parma again on the left, one-on-one. Plays it to the middle. Okay, back to the center backs again. They're just toying with us. There's no way you can watch this game and say the team in gray is the Champions League team. Parma look absolutely head and shoulders above us. I can't believe what I'm fucking watching, man. This has been really ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. Matt's is saying exactly what I'm saying. It looks like which one of these teams just got promoted. They're playing with such an unbelievable level of cohesion, just understanding of the next guy's game. It's ridiculous. Here they go again on the left-hand side. Just constant runners in behind. Oh, my goodness. They are just abusing Calabria. They didn't play the ball in behind that time, but their left winger is just consistently. He's coming short, receiving the ball. He passes it off, and boom, he's just gone in behind. Koulibaly to Dennis Mann. Dennis Mann plays it back to midfield. And it looks like Teo had a little nibble on his ankle. That's a foul right there. Another foul yet again. Yeah, I don't know what you do from here. I'd like to offer solutions, but I just this is lazy, and it's unacceptable. And now Teo is giving those stupid lashing out fouls because they can't get in the game. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. It's pathetic to be this team against this opponent. I mean, oh, beautiful again. Let me hold on. Let me find out who the striker is because. And Joan Boni, I believe the commentator said he was 20 years old. 20 years old. This kid looks absolutely phenomenal. He's playing like Inter Lukaku right now. His hold the play has been spectacular. Just posting up against Pavlovic, against Tomori, and then just playing the flicks, the tricks, all the kind of things. Playing in behind, he's been fantastic. And here come Parma again on the left. Oof, unable to keep it in bounds. Actually, wait, they do, but it goes back to Milan possession. Tomori with the ball to Calabria. Just such little movement. Musa and Reinders just not moving whatsoever. They're literally just standing around. Literally just standing around. Okay, out to Leao. Leao to Teo. Okay, come on. Teo with a lot of pressure. Wins the throw in, throws it quickly to Leao, who tries a little flick to get past his man. Unable to. But it is given a... Was it a throw in or a corner? It is a corner. Corner to Milan. Won by Leao. All right, let's see what we got. Leao was standing over it. Leao and Pulisic. Okay, Leao's stepping off. It looks like they might go short. Pulisic is about to take the corner with Leao standing next to him. Corner for Milan. Yeah, he's definitely going to... It looks like he's going to take it short. Let's see what he got. Oh, Leao's moving a little bit off the ball. And Pulisic takes an extra few steps. This might go long. Pulisic takes the long free kick. Flicked on at the near post. Teo on the far post. Crosses it back in, and it's deflected out by the Parma center back. And... Oh, sorry, that was Okafor who crossed it back in, and Teo tries to take a snapshot at the edge of the box. Weak effort, and goes wide. Here we go again with Parma building out the back. Again, I'm going to keep saying this because Parma are playing how we were promised we would play. That's what I'm watching right now. Suzuki goes long. Brilliant ball straight to the head of the Parma left winger. But Musa wins the ball back. Plays it to Tomori in a lot of space. All right. Ball is back at the back. Ball is back at the back again for Milan. Tomori to Musa. Musa to Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek plays it to Pulisic. 1-on-1 with a Parma defender coming back in the frame. He plays it to Musa. Musa turns, shoots, deflected, and corner. Corner Milan. Matt's saying, I'm not even sure this is a coaching problem. This is just our players not giving anything. I can see what you're... I mean, I do think the effort levels have been, frankly, ridiculous, but that's also a coaching issue. If you can't get... Like, I'm sorry. There's all this talk the whole preseason about them going, 2 practices a day, all this double days, all this kind of stuff. Crossing by Milan... easily claimed by Suzuki, and now Parma coming on the counter. Koulibaly, their right back, who's created danger all game, plays it out wide to the number 10, gets past Teo, plays a beautiful ball in. Oof, fantastic recovery by Musa, fantastic interception to get in there. But back to what I was saying, we've been hearing about all these 2-a-days and all this kind of stuff that we've been doing all preseason. And I watched. I live in DC, and I watched the game at the Milan DC club. With the Milan DC club guys, and everybody collectively, we were all just like, they look knackered, they look tired, and it's like, well, if we're talking about they look tired and they look unenergized in the first half of match week 1, like what the hell is there for this season? Sorry, but that's on the coach. Like we've talked about revamping the medical staff. Everybody criticized Pioli for that, rightfully so. Everybody criticized the medical staff for all the fitness issues we had. And then this guy comes in and he doubles the workload, and now everybody looks like they don't have effort. It's either a lack of motivation, which reflects badly on him, or a lack of physical preparation, which also reflects badly on him. Not that it doesn't reflect badly on the players too. It does. But I just have to say, it's not separate. Pavlovic wins the ball, goes to Okafor, but he's quickly pushed off the ball. Parma just head and shoulders above us. Matt saying Musa showing his worth. Absolutely. Musa's been, and he's made some mistakes as well in his own right, but I think Musa and Tomori have been the only slight positives so far in the game. Tomori with that beautiful recovery. All right, we're having a cooling break, our first of the game. Smalik Lineage says, well, it's a coaching problem. We play with really AD formation. I don't know what AD means. Defense is exposed and pushing the fullbacks and defensive midfielders. We don't have an attacking midfielder. I agree. Absolutely. We don't have an attacking midfielder. Like he's saying, we don't have an attacking midfielder, and we're forcing this formation, even though this is the problem. 2 years ago, we did have attacking midfielders, right? And we play with an attacking midfielder. Now, I'm not saying that Brahim was like this spectacular player. He's become a very good player at Madrid, but regardless, we did have at least an attacking midfielder. We play with that identity. Then last year, we completely revamped the squad. Sultan Ali, let go of Brahim, etc., and we built the team in a 4-3-3 image, right? And now this year, we hire a 4-2-3-1 manager who seems hell-bent on playing a 4-2-3-1 despite not having an attacking midfielder. And now we're scrambling at the end of the window to get rid of like 20 midfielders, because we're supposed, for a 3-man midfield, you can have 6 midfielders, but for a pivot, it makes no sense, and so on and so on and so on. It doesn't make any sense. Marinzo saying the same thing. I don't understand why we keep forcing the 4-2-3-1. Smiley Lineage again saying the gaps between the lines as well. I agree. Like the gaps, the ease at which you can get the ball at the back, because our press is not very good up front, and the ease at which you can get the ball at the back and then just constantly just in behind over to Calabria's side, over to Teo's side, who's always more forward. And that's not a criticism. We want him to be more forward, but you get what I'm saying, and so on and so on. It's ridiculous. It's just frustrating, really. Sorry, I just got to reply to a message real quick. Again, I don't know if how professional Stefano and Lorenzo are, so I'm sorry if I'm less professional. But I do have to reply to this text, so one second. All right, being back from the water break or cooling break, whatever they're trying to call it. Milan win the ball. Teo to Okafor, unable to hold it up, but it goes back to Pavlovic. Pavlovic to Reinders. Reinders to Tomori. Come on, man. Just slow and lethargic build up. Calabria at the back. Pushes forward a little bit. Back to Tomori. Guess who he's going to pass it to? Well, probably. Okay, he plays it to Reinders sideways. Reinders tries to dribble past his man, tries to create a little bit of space, plays it to Calabria once again. Okay, we're moving up the pitch a little bit. Pulisic on the ball. Pulisic cuts inside, passes it back to Tomori. Tomori with a long ball to Teo, who has to retreat. Harried by Koulibaly, who's just staying right on his heels. Again, Koulibaly, number 26, right back for Parma. Instantly, one of my ones to watch this season. He's been nothing short of spectacular so far to start the game. Pulisic on the ball. Back to Tomori. Back to Reinders. I'm trying to sound enthused. I really am. But, it's a struggle. I know I should be the one who's, getting you guys hyped for the game. Hey, let's go. I'm struggling, man. I'm struggling. Teo to Leao. I mean, even Leao is just very, very hardly involved, and he's my favorite player. He's our best player. Pavlovic to Tomori. Tomori to Calabria in some space. Come on, move up the field. Plays it to Pulisic. Ruben Loftus-Cheek moves to the right flank. Pulisic plays it back to Calabria. Calabria to Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who's gone to the right flank. Loftus-Cheek. A little bit of some wiggle. Plays it back to Pulisic. Just no movement. 1-on-2. Pulisic plays it back to Calabria. So stagnant. So yeah, and he just ridiculous, frankly. Just really ridiculous. Leao tries to play that ball, his patented ball into the midfield, doesn't get it off. Is dispossessed, and then Musa commits a foul, and now Parma have the ball again. This is just, it's so undynamic. It's so undynamic. It's the same fucking crap. It's the same crap. And now Parma play a lovely long ball. Was that offside? I'm not sure. The attacker was unable to control it anyway. We regain possession. Here comes Pulisic, who's had to drop back a little deeper. A lot of interchange. Leao playing a little bit more centrally. Teo very, very far wide. Teo on the wing, plays it to Okafor, who's gone to the left. Okafor 1-on-1. Gets a little space, plays it to Reinders, plays it to Leao, back to Musa. Musa all the way to the right to Pulisic. Pulisic with Calabria on the overlap. He crosses it in. Leao tries to make the header. Koulibaly tries chesting it down to his keeper, unable to do it, and it's a Milan corner. All right, come on. There's some move. All right, there's some life. There's some movement. The ball was still, Loftus-Cheek was wide open in the box, but the cross came a little bit too high for him. Leao tries to challenge it, unable to do it. And now it's a Pulisic. All right, Pulisic take the corner short to Leao. Leao. Oh, beats his man 1-on-1. Here we go. In the box. Plays it in. Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Oh, Okafor. Oh, my goodness. Okafor with a point-blank chance against the goalkeeper. Tries to go the outside of his foot. It was an awkward angle. And he's unable to put it in, man. Goalkeeper makes a very good save. Makes himself big and saves it with his foot. Pulisic on the left again. Crosses it in. Header. Oh, header by Pavlovic, who had stayed up. Or sorry. Yeah, a header by Pavlovic, who had stayed up from the corner. And it's another Milan corner. All right, there we go. Come on. Some movement. Some fucking life. Let's go. Come on. It all starts from that beautiful Leao. 1-on-1 with his fullback off of the short corner. Just absolutely leaves him for dead. Gets in the middle. They're showing the replay right now. Oof, beautiful. Just spectacular. Plays it back to Loftus-Cheek. A little deflection from the Parma midfielder. It's again Leao on the other wing. Tries to dribble past his man again. And he wins another corner. All right. Third corner in a row. Let's go. Are they going to go short again? It seems like this is going to be a consistent fixture of Milan's corner routines where we take Leao wherever the side is. Teo crosses it in to the near post, cleared out by the Parma defender. Calabria does well to keep it in play. Leao on the right. Leao with pressure plays a lovely ball to Reinders. Reinders cuts inside. Back again in the midfield. Oh my goodness. How did that not go in? Reinders with a lovely 1-2 move. Shifts from right to left and then plays it right across the goal. It's deflected by the Parma midfield, Parma defense for yet another corner that was just begging for somebody to put the final touch. Lovely play from Calabria, from Leao, and from Reinders. Pulisic with the cross. Suzuki, at the near post, blocks it off, and here come Parma with the counter. All the way out. All right. Parma, they have Tomori blocks the ball. One back by Pavlovic. Come on, play the pass. And here comes Leao. Come on, come. No. Oh, damn it. Leao not realizing he had a lot of space in behind him and opts for playing the ball all the way back to Mike. Come on. We're starting to show life. Come on. Let's get this game moving. Here comes Musa. Musa to Reinders with a lot of space. That's what can he do? He plays it to Calabria. Calabria with Pulisic ahead of him. Loftus-Cheek favoring that right-hand side. All the way to Pulisic. Pulisic crosses it in. Poor cross. Easily headed out by the Parma defender. Back all the way to Tomori. Here comes Pavlovic. A lot of space. Once again, Parma's happy to give our center backs the ball. Much more concerned with trying to prevent those balls in between the lines to Reinders and Musa. Here comes Calabria to Tomori, Pavlovic. Pavlovic on the ball. Plays a lovely long ball to Pulisic. Beautiful long switch. One-on-one Pulisic with his defender. Cuts it inside. Plays it back to Calabria. Calabria with the cross. Easily headed out by the Parma defender. Teo gets it ahead of the Parma midfielder, and no fouls given, even though he got clattered. Is that still our ball? Oh, never mind. Sorry. A foul was given. My apologies. All right. Reinders to Calabria. Calabria to Musa. Musa shifts around a little bit, goes to Tomori. That was a beautiful ball from Pavlovic to kind of create that little switch of play. Leao plays to Okafor. Okafor tries to sneak it in to Reinders. Unable to. We lose possession. Parma start counterattacking. And Pavlovic commits a transition foul. And that's the first yellow card of the game. Damn. I like the idea of what Okafor was trying. I do. He held up the ball for a second. Two defenders converged on him. He was trying to split the gap between them and play in Reinders for what would have been a very dangerous chance. But he was ultimately unable to do so. And Parma were on the counter. Oh my God. Parma back. Dennis Mann. Oh my God. What the fuck is going on? And Teo somehow wins the ball. I don't know. It was showing the replay of the Reinders chance, and then all of a sudden Dennis Mann was in behind. I just don't understand what the fuck is happening. I don't understand what the hell's happening in our defense and behind. It's just so easy to put these balls over the top. Calabria plays the ball to Pulisic. So slow. Again, Pulisic to Calabria. Who's going to play to Tomori? All right, Tomori on the ball. Back to Musa. Okay, come on. Let's get moving forward. Here it goes to Pulisic. Pulisic gets past one. Has the Calabria overlap. Across all the way to Okafor. Headed away by the Parma defender. Midfield. He plays that on the back. And here come Parma again to that left-hand side. Again with a ball in behind. Their left winger, one-on-one with Calabria. Let's see what he can do. He's gotten the better of that advantage. Plays it back to the midfielder, who cuts back inside again on the left. Calabria deals with it excellently. Excellent tackle by Calabria. Fantastic. They tried to play it back in midfield and then go back to the left again. Calabria read it perfectly. Beautiful tackle right there. And here goes. Ruben Loftus-Cheek plays it to Teo. Teo to Reinders. Reinders on the ball, back to Teo. Leao in a lot of space on the left. Here we go. One-on-one with Koulibaly. Little ball roll. Crosses it in. Headed out by the Parma midfielder. Musa flicks it, chests it down to Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Pulisic on the right. Tries to cross it in, and it's deflected for a corner. Come on. Again, there is life. There is fucking life in this team. 35 minutes gone. There's been a bit of a momentum swing. Right now, there is movement happening. Come on. I love what Okafor is offering. He's not scoring the goals. He's not holding the ball up well yet. But he's getting in the right spots, and he's trying the right things. Pulisic to take the corner. All by himself. No short corner this time. Pulisic. Outswinging corner. Oh, God damn it! Header by Pavlovic narrowly misses the edge of the right post. Oof, beautiful header. He had to come back and like really give it one of those as he's backtracking. Beautiful header. So close for that to being the equalizer, man. Fantastic work by Pavlovic. Second header he's had like that. First one he forced a save from Suzuki. Second one just goes narrowly wide. Definitely something to look out for. He's clearly a very big aerial threat. Let's see what the comments are saying. Sorry, I'm trying to pay attention to the game and then like also do the comments. It's the whole bunch of things. Amir says, I just can't stand this team since Cardenef had Madini. Leao runs. Almost got around Koulibaly. Koulibaly wins. I mean, he's been spectacular. Again, that what did we say the striker's name was? I'm sorry. I forgot what the Parma striker's name is, but he's playing phenomenal. They play it again in behind. Pavlovic first to the ball. He shields the ball and wins Milan a throw-in. Good job. Excellent defending by Pavlovic. He's gonna have to be careful though. He's gonna have to be careful on that yellow card. Teo throws with a throw-in to Pavlovic. Pavlovic goes long. Intercepted by Parma, and here they come again in midfield. The number 10 plays a lovely ball to their striker. Beautiful hold up, but Musa helps this time. Pavlovic kicks it out, but it goes straight to the Parma midfield. Oh my goodness! Oof. Man, I don't know who the hell number 8 for Parma is, but he just shot what looked like. Oh no, sorry, it was Dennis Mann. It was 98. He just shot what looked like. That shit looked like. Remember Balotelli versus Bologna all those years ago? That looked like that. It was like it was going up and it was about to dip right in the crossbar. But thankfully, Mike was very alert to that. All right, here comes Reinders. It's a very 50... No, actually, sorry. It's like a 60-40 game to Parma, which is an embarrassing thing to say. Here comes Tomori again. I mean, we're camped out in their half. Pavlovic. Dude, JRX says I thought for a second he thought it was in the top corner. So did I, man. Honestly, that looked like that. I'm telling you, that looked like one of that was like it was going really high. It's about to dip right at the right time. Loftus-Cheek on the right again. Ooh, shocking. He's going to do so much there, right? Plays it back to Pavlovic, all the way. Oh, terrible pass. He tried to find Teo Koulibaly once again. Just wait, I don't know what the hell just happened. Koulibaly intercepted the ball, then accidentally took it out of play. So it's back to Milan throw-in and Pavlovic again. We have to be very much better on these passes to the left-hand side because Koulibaly is on it today. Reinders plays to Loftus-Cheek, who plays it back to Musa, plays it all the way on the right to Pulisic. A weak ball gets dispossessed to the Parma striker, who plays it again in behind to the left wing. Thankfully, he overhits the ball. But you can see the formula is consistent. They're constantly trying to play to the striker, constantly trying to play these central areas, and then bam, targeting Calabria in behind. Here comes Tomori. Tomori to Teo, who's kind of inverted a little bit. Teo plays a lovely ball to Leao. Lovely idea. It was a little bit overhit, unable to do it. But Leao is saying, do it again, do it again, do it again. That was a brilliant idea. That's what we want more of that. Absolutely. That was fantastic. Fantastic idea. If Leao had been able to get onto that, that would have been a very dangerous chance. All right. Parma taking the short goal kick once again. The thing is, they take the short goal kick, but they had Suzuki is, oh my goodness, and a flicked header by the Parma attacker. Goes straight to Mike, thankfully. But yeah, Parma are taking the short corner, but they have absolutely no issues with just Suzuki has no issues with just immediately. There's not an easy option. They're pressing, just go long. And he's been very, very accurate with his long ball so far. Calabria to Tomori. 40 minutes gone. Feels like 40 years. Pulisic to Pavlovic. Pavlovic goes to Leao, all the way on the left. Like absolutely nothing in terms of options for Leao. He gets the ball on the left. There's two men on him, and there is not even a single option anywhere near him. Pulisic plays a aimless ball all to the way to the right. It gets to Loftus-Cheek. Pulisic dispossessed, and here come Parma again. Again, it's 3-on-2. Oh my goodness, it's 3-on-2. They play it to Dennis Mann. It's still 3-on-2. Dennis Mann plays it back. He shoots. Oh my goodness, that should have been 2-0 for Parma. An absolutely awful shot by Son, who had the striker wide open on the left. No idea why he doesn't go for the extra pass. Unacceptable from him. But Parma are just time and time again cutting us open, man. Teo goes to Leao. It's Teo. Leao trays the ball back to Teo. Beautiful little ball in behind. Oh, sorry, in midfield. Back to Musa. Musa to Teo, who's been a lot more inverted, and he shoots from long range and nothing. Just nothing. And that's the shot of a team. Those are the actions of a fucking team there's no ideas, no creativity, no ingenuity, nothing. That is those are the actions of a lazy team that is just tired of this game. Koulibaly again on the right-hand side, passes it back to their center backs, back to the goalkeeper. Parma have just been fantastic. Like I'm criticizing Milan a lot, and we deserve it. But really, well and truly, I have to give so much credit to Parma. They have just been spectacular, and they play through the press with such ease. A beautiful ball from their center back plays into midfield, and now Koulibaly's through. He's set in space. Dennis Mann. I mean, it's the same fucking crap we saw against Torino. It is so easy to play past our press. It's so easy. There's no second wave. It's Leao, it's Okafor, it's Pulisic, and whoever's at attacking midfield. And past that, if you get one long ball, the pivot is not involved at all. The back line not pushed up at all. There's just this giant sea of space between the attack and the midfield for us. It's so easy to just lob a little ball right there. And now it's a Parma throw-in. God almighty, man. This is so fucking unacceptable. Musa wins the ball. Come on, man. Pulisic, he's literally running next to him. Okay, yeah, you got the sideways ball. Good job, buddy. Fucking run past him, man. Give him an overlap. Give him an option. Trust your goddamn teammate to do something. Just standing next to him so you could get that stupid layoff to do nothing. And here come Parma again. And here comes Dennis Mann again. And he's fucking clear. He's clear one-on-one. And Pavlovic makes an incredible stop. And it's still Parma. And they hit the post with Mike out of his goal. Was it a foul? What the fuck just happened? I can't believe this team. And I can't believe how unorganized they are. Truly fucking spectacular. Heroic from Pavlovic. Then the ball deflects straight back to a Parma player who had the goal completely wide open. Now it was on the volley, so difficult, and he hits the post. And now it's Pulisic. Pulisic plays a little lobbed cross. I mean, this is fucking pathetic. This is so pathetic. This is embarrassing, man. Pulisic has been a disgrace. So bad. And I'm not trying to single him out. Everybody's been bad, but like, come on, man. Like, give me some fucking zip on the cross. Jesus Christ. And he's played the same thing over and over again. Koulibaly plays into midfield. Dennis Mann. Oh, lovely little frick over Teo. And they're in and out again. And they try to play him behind again. Thankfully, this time they overplayed it. And Mike claims 3 minutes of added time. I wish it was 0. Because in these 3 minutes, I'm not looking forward to us scoring. I'm scared of them scoring again. Fucking embarrassing, man. Pavlovic on the ball. Driving down the midfield again. Plays it to Leao. Leao plays Pavlovic in behind. Easily read by the Parma defense again. Easily, just so composed. Dennis Mann, spectacular. A lovely flick in behind to their striker. Reinders fouls him. I mean, I genuinely, I can't. If you're gonna tell me If you were to tell me that there's a 100 million euro player on the pitch right now, it's Dennis Mann. It's Dennis Mann, and it's nobody else. It's Dennis fucking Mann. He has been spectacular. He should have had a second already. He should. Well, sorry, yeah, he should have had a brace already. Hell, maybe he should have had a hat trick. The way the chances he's gotten. I mean, very poor from him not to have gotten that shot off before Pavlovic got to him. But okay, Musa wins the ball again to Pulisic. Plays it back to Calabria. Come on. By the way, the Pulisic on the ball. Back to Musa. Musa to Tomori. 2 minutes of added time played. One more to go. Pavlovic on the ball. Leao trying a little run in behind. Probably would have been offside anyway. Reinders on the ball. Reinders to Tomori. Tomori with the weird ball, but it gets to Pulisic. Pulisic crosses it in again. No zip, no power, just unacceptable. And again, here come Parma on the counterattack. And their striker is 1-on-2 against Tomori. And he has a man in behind. And he plays him in behind. And it's 1-on-1. It's 1-on-1. Brilliant from Tomori to recover. And fantastic save from Mike with his feet. This is fucking embarrassing. This is fucking pathetic. This is fucking unacceptable. This is so unacceptable. This is so embarrassing. I'll tell you fucking what. I'll tell you fucking what. This is 10 times worse than anything Pioli had put up last season. And I didn't want Pioli. I thought he should be sacked. Just let me put that on the record. But this is significantly worse than anything Pioli did last season. This is so embarrassing, man. This is so embarrassing. And the referee I don't know why. The referee doesn't let Parma take their corner. Blows the whistle, and that's halftime. I'm speechless, truly. I don't know. I really don't know what to say at this point. I'm struggling. I'm struggling to have things to say. This is a fucking embarrassment. This is an embarrassment. Truly. Like okay. Last season we were crap, okay? But there is a way to be crap. Last season we were crap in a way that like it was bad organization, bad defensive, all that stuff, right? Right now, and truly, I really mean this. We are so crap that I'm genuinely sitting there like, are Parma more talented than us? Because like, they look like it. Every single pass is crisp. Every touch is crisp. They're so in sync that I'm watching like, well, they can't be more talented than us. We spent 10 billion euros on these guys. It can't be more talented than us. Surely not, right? I know they're not. So why are they playing like we don't even? Like, the game is being played out like we don't belong on the pitch with them. It doesn't look like we can compete with them. Genuinely, it doesn't look like it. Like if you're watching the game, seriously, if somebody completely new, just started watching the game, there's no way in hell they can tell that Parma is a newly promoted team and we're a Champions League team. There's no way. You would say, yes, absolutely. Parma has a chance to win the title this year based on this game. I mean, this is ridiculous. What are the positives? What is the change? What's the improvement? Give me somebody. Is anybody in the fucking chat? Can you give me one improvement over last season? Seriously. Where is it? I'm looking for it. We take short corners now. Woo! Hey! So what? Like, what is improving here? I don't understand. I don't know, man. I'm supposed to sit here for the next 15 minutes and talk about this fucking shit that I just watched? What the hell am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to say? Somebody. What can I possibly say about what I just watched? And there's 45 minutes left. That's what's worse. That's what's worse. If that was a full-time whistle, I'd have been happier than I am right now. God Almighty. And this is actually, sorry, this is what makes it 10 times worse. What makes it 10 times worse is that there is a very, very realistic chance that we come out at halftime and in like the 70th minute, we make a bunch of substitutions and those guys score and we win, or we draw 1-1 or we win 2-1. And that, honest to God, that terrifies me. That terrifies me because I know that if that happens, everybody's going to pretend like this was acceptable. Like, yeah, it's early on in the project. It's not that damn early. He had a whole preseason. What the hell am I watching? And why am I having to watch Ruben Loftus-Cheek at number 10? At the 10? Why? Why? How many years? How many? If he keeps saying, Fonseca kept saying, oh, I watched the games. He was being so smug in saying, oh, I watched that last season's games. Oh, I watched last season's games, and we're definitely going to attack differently. We're definitely going to defend differently. He was being such a smug asshole. And I'm watching the games now, and I'm like, buddy, I don't know what you watched, but nothing has changed. No, if anything, this might be worse. So I don't know what film you reviewed. I don't know what takeaways. What did you jot down in your little notepad? Because I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing anything. They signed all the goddamn players you wanted. And I know some of them aren't available, but like, still, do you need every player? I'm sorry, but like, this is what's fun. Everybody's like, wait till he gets to use his signings. Why? This is a simple coaching referendum. He has the exact same players, plus and minus a few tiny details, but he has the exact same players that Pioli did. If he's a better coach, flat out, the result should be the play style should be better, and the results should be better. It's as simple as that. So how can he have the same players produce the same football, and he's gonna tell me, he's gonna come out in the press conference and tell us, oh yeah, the intensity wasn't great. Really? Oh, thank you so much, man. God Almighty, man, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. I'm already getting a headache. This team sucks, man. I hate this bullshit. I'm sorry for that rant, by the way, but I'm gonna go through the comments now. Let's see what the hell has been going on. I'm trying to see where I last read. I lost patience a bit ago. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna start from every comment that was left for at 1:16. Okay, to be fair, that's my time. 1:16 my time. So whatever hour you guys have it in your time, the 16th minute of that. This is embarrassing. No, Musa passing has been awful. I don't agree, actually. I think Musa's been, I mean, I'm not saying his passing has been great, but in overall, he's been one of the few highlights, in my opinion. He's won the ball very consistently. He's been a bright spark, in my opinion. The team can't play a high line, but this is the thing, right? You have to play a high line to a certain extent. We criticized, obviously, we've criticized Pioli for how high his line was, and especially the inability of the never mind, sorry. All right, I'm back. Can you guys hear me now? Testing. Somebody say something. Still no sound? Testing. Okay, good. Thank you. Somebody's saying it's all going wrong. Like, what was I don't even know what the hell I was saying anymore. I don't. Yeah. Okay. What else? Ruben Loftus-Cheek never 10 again. I mean, yeah. If a manager genuinely, like if Fonseca sat down, watched our games from last season, and still came up with the idea that having Ruben Loftus-Cheek at attacking midfield was acceptable, he's a pathetic manager. Like I genuinely think that if you watch a game, if you watch Ruben Loftus-Cheek play the 10 and you think, yeah, we can do this again, you're not the manager for the job. Simple as that. I said this last week about, and I also said this last week about starting Jovic. It's that simple. Like if these are the players that you think are acceptable to play in this team, you're not the manager. Calabria is a shadow of his former self. I agree. Let's see. We can even kiss top four. Bye bye. I'm not going there yet. But man, it's fucking looking scary. It's looking scary. Gianpaolo 2.0. You said it, not me. I'm gonna hold my cards on close to the chest on that one. How did Milan think Pavlovic was suitable? I think he's been okay. He's not been great, but he's not been terrible either. I just think these players have been put. These center backs have been put, and I've been saying this for years, and with Pioli as well. These center backs have just been put in such ridiculous positions. It is year 3. That's 1 and 2 and 3 of not having a defensive midfielder. Like and let me make sure, and everybody understands this. Fofana is not a defensive midfielder. He does not carry that role. So it's gonna be year 3 with no defensive midfielders. These center backs have no production. Let's see what else. Thanks for the podcast. Sorry for the rant. I know. I'm sorry. No improvement. I agree. Our offensive corners are a bit better. Yes, they are a bit better. I mentioned that. The corners are better. Let's go, baby. I'm gonna take that to the bank, and we're gonna cash it in, baby. It's gonna give us 3 extra points. Yeah. Somebody said Man and Mihaila are better than Leon Pulisic. Not even joking. But this is what I'm saying. Like, I know that's not true. But yet, looking at this game, genuinely Man and Mihaila look like they're playing a different sport than Leon Pulisic. It's I'm serious. Take Leao and put Chukwueze in, move Pulisic left wing. No, don't do that. Put Leao stays on the pitch as long as we're not winning by 5. Okay. Take Pulisic out and put Chukwueze. Or no, sorry. Pause. Take Ruben Loftus-Cheek out and put Chukwueze on the right and Pulisic in midfield, attacking midfield. Not that I love that option either, but it's the only one we have. What else? Ahmed has returned saying, "Didn't I say if San Premio was making a Watchalong, we always lose?" Sorry, Ahmed. Okay, you know what? I'll petition it. I'll petition it to San Premio's leadership. If we lose this game, I'll petition it that this be the last one. Because we are looking at a very bad record at this point. Set up horribly. Smilik lineage saying the same thing about him being smug, but the problem could be the team and the players. Look, I agree. Like the personnel is lacking, but it's gonna still be lacking in 2 or 3 weeks when we get his signings. Emerson is not good. Morata is not the striker you hang your hopes on. And Fofana, while being a very, very good midfielder, and I really rate the signing, is not a defensive midfielder. So while he improves a lot of things, he does not fill the hole that we need. So that's my biggest problem. What else we got? Yeah. Anyway. Then there was a bunch of people saying it was muted, and then a bunch of people saying, no, we're back. And let's see what we got. All right, let me just check the other teams around football. Also, if you have any questions or whatever, or something you'd like me to discuss, just send it in the chat. I'm down. So we, stuff to discuss. Because I'm not, I mean, I'll discuss the game, but like, I don't know what more I want to say about that crap. That was, it was tough. We've got Arsenal and Villa drawing 0-0. Let's see. Both one big chance each. What else? We've got Barcelona up 1-0 from a Lamine Yamal goal. Is Kone the defensive midfielder we need? Like you said, Fofana's not. I'm going to be very honest and say I have never watched. I mean, I watched him at the Olympics. I'll say that. I watched Manu Kone once or twice at the Olympics for France, but I've never watched him for Gladbach, so I'm not going to come in here and tell you that I'm like some expert. What I do know is his defensive stats. Take that with a grain of salt because defensive stats are not great, but still, Manu Kone's defensive stats are very, very elite. So, whatever you take away, like, could he be the defensive midfielder? I'm not 100% sure, but his stats at least suggest that he's in that mindset. So yeah, let me. Somebody said watch the Lamine Yamal goal, so let me do that. Oh, I'm kind of enjoying this, so I would much rather we don't restart the game. I'm much happier like this. I'd rather we just. I think you guys are in agreement, right? I think we could just. Should I just turn off the game and we just sit down here for 45 minutes together? We just talk about life, about Milan, about the good old days. We could just talk about the good old days for another 45 minutes. Why even restart the game? Like, why do we need football in our lives? I'm not sure. But yeah. Fuck me. Udinese are winning. I mean, how could this day get any worse? How did Percassi and Atalanta beat us Samardzic? Well, they beat us to Samardzic because we are idiots and we have a million midfielders for only a pivot now, which as I discussed earlier in the game. We built our team, our squad in the 4-4-4-3-3 image, and then we switched to the 4-2-3-1. Now we only have a pivot, and we have a million midfielders. So we couldn't have signed Samardzic until we sell somebody, and those sales just didn't come fast enough. We couldn't have gotten a Samardzic unless you clear out Pobega, Kalulu, which don't even get me started on the Kalulu thing, but unless you get Pobega and Adli out. Pobega is gone to Bologna now. Adli is still here, so unless we sell Benasser and we get a good chunk of money from Saudi, which I wouldn't do, but unless we do that, then maybe we can sign Manu Kone. But there's no, I don't think there's an attacking midfielder addition coming. All right, the players are coming out. Are we happy about this? Thomas is saying Pobega coming back, no chance Bologna to trigger that clause. I wouldn't be 100% sure about that because if there's one thing, Pobega is crap, but if there's one thing he can do, it's he can score goals. He will go to Bologna and he'll score 6 goals like he did at Torino and like he did at Spezia. And there has never been a shortage of Pobega interest in terms from those mid-table clubs. There's never been a shortage of that. So I do think there's a chance he either gets triggered by Bologna, like the clause gets triggered by Bologna, or I think he comes back after a positive season and one of those other mid-table teams takes a swing at him. Anyway, the game is about to restart. Milan kicking off. No changes as far as I can tell. And all right, let's see what Fonseca said to them at halftime and how this is all going. Zishan saying, we never replaced Kessie, but no one can convince me that level we start shouldn't beat Parma or Torino in relative ease. I look, this is the thing. On pure talent, yes. But at the end of the day, okay, they should be able to beat Empoli and and like Crotone or whatever the equivalent of that is this season, right? With ease. But when you get to those like middle of the pack clubs like Torino and like Parma are showcasing themselves to be, those are not easy games. And in those not easy games, the actual fit of your squad matters a lot. The fact that, okay, Musa and Reinders are better than the midfielders that they're going to play. But are they doing the right things at the right times due to their profile? That's the difference. Anyway, I don't know. Pavlovic on the ball. Plays it to Leao. Beautiful little ball in midfield to Reinders. Reinders cuts inside, shoots. Oh, he hits the crossbar. Oh my goodness. And here come Parma on the counter. Oh, Tomori, fantastic. Tomori, fantastic to deal with that. Look, I know Tomori has kind of been skinned a little bit at midfield, but I think his recoveries have been nothing short of spectacular. Actually, I would say the same thing about Pavlovic. They've both been fantastic in recovery, bad kind of in that high line at the halfway line. Matt's saying maybe a third center back could allow us to stop the counters better. You know, there is that one center back who's kind of like undersized, kind of plays right back sometimes. I think he was involved in our Scudetto win. Do you remember what was that? I'm trying to think. What was that guy's name? Huh. If somebody remembers, let me know, because I can't remember. Oh, beautiful little flick from Teo to Leao. Leao in a lot of space. He has Pulisic on the right. He shoots, and just the less about that said about that, the better. I mean, the pitch is terrible, and he slips on the shot, but just he had options, man. He had options on the right. Ugh, terrible shot. Very good opportunity, though. Nice little heel flick by Teo. Pavlovic beaten once again. Oh, nice. Again, okay, the recovery. Beautiful recovery. He wins the ball. And now here comes the streak. And Pulisic has been really frustrating with his, like, he's just not been willing to really drive inside. He gets the ball. Back to Calabria. Calabria with Reinders asking for the ball. He takes too long. Plays it to Pulisic on the right. In space. Pulisic with the cross. Awful cross again, man. Calabria brings it down to Pulisic, to Calabria. Nice little interchange. Space. Calabria with the cross. Oh, Okafor. Oh, Okafor with a nice, beautiful little cross from Calabria. Fantastic play between him and Pulisic. Calabria with a lovely cross. It just dips right into the path of Okafor, who has to take it on the volley. It's a bit high. But, man, you want him to do better with that. He skies it. Man. Good chance. Look, good chance. That was a very nice little interchange between Calabria and Pulisic. Oh my goodness, Calabria skinned. Oh my goodness, Parma through. And Pavlovic with another beautiful recovery. I'm struggling to. I don't even know what the fuck to say. I'm really struggling to speak at this point. Teo's making one of his marauding runs. He plays a beautiful ball all the way to Pulisic. Pulisic in a lot of space. And Musa's overlapping. He plays a lovely ball. Tries to get... shoots! Saved by Suzuki. Back to Leo. Leo on the edge. Shoots! Blocked by Parma, and it's a corner. Is it a corner? It's got to be a corner. No fucking way was that... Okay, lovely shot by Pulisic on the volley. Comes back to Leao. I don't know. Maybe it's not a corner. That was spectacular by Pavlovic. Lovely recovery. But again, Calabria has been flat out diabolical, and it was it was a goal kick. Parma go short again. Now they go long with their center backs. Teo brings it down to Reinders, who plays it back to Pavlovic. All right, back to Mike. Mike out of his box, plays it to Pavlovic. Where's his options, people? Where are his fucking options? So static from Musa and Reinders. Tomori to Calabria. In some space, Calabria finds Musa. Oh my goodness, Musa miscontrols it. And here come Parma again. Lovely interception by Pavlovic. And we're on the counter. He plays it to Teo. Teo, slow to get the ball. Plays it to Leao. One-on-one with Koulibaly. Leao plays Teo in behind. Tries to body the defender. And it is a goal kick. Let me check who's on the bench. Sorry, because I should have done that before the game and I forgot. I'm sorry. On the bench for Milan is Ravier, Toriani in goal, Ciao, Gabbia center backs, Emerson right back, Salamakers, whatever, a lot of positions, Terracciano left back or right back, Benacer and Fofana in midfield, Chukwueze on the wing, and Jovic at striker are on the bench. So yes, technically we could bring on Fofana, we could bring on Chukwueze, we can bring on a few options. Oh, lovely hold up again from the Parma striker. His layoff goes straight to Teo, who plays it back to Mike, who goes long. Mike straight to the Parma center back. Good little deflection by Ruben Loftus-Cheek. And now it's to Reinders. Reinders on the ball. Plays a lovely ball to Leao in behind. Leao one-on-one with Koulibaly in the box. Oh, he cuts back inside. Tries to play it in. Koulibaly does brilliantly. Gets a touch on it, and it bobbles all the way to Suzuki. And now here come Parma again with a lot of space on the right. A marauding overlap. Their left winger cuts in midfield. Very bad decision. And has to Loftus-Cheek gets back to him, and he forces him to go back. Dennis Mann to Koulibaly. Koulibaly back to the center backs. Yeah, Thomas saying Parma's goalkeeper strong. Definitely, he's been fantastic. Josh saying, what minute am I on? 51:49, 51:50, 51:51, 52, 53, 54, 55. I know, I'm sorry. The scoreboard thing is by One Football, so I'm not 100% sure if it's displaying. It's not necessarily displaying the time that my game is on. Here comes Calabria with a lot of space. Pulisic again. I don't understand. I don't understand Pulisic's reluctance to get in behind. Reinders tries to dribble in the middle of midfield, loses the ball, and here comes Parma. Dennis Mann. There's a lot of space on the left if they find it. Dennis Mann takes way too long, tries to play the ball in behind, and Calabria, thankfully, is able to head it out. Matt's saying, to be fair, we're much better in this half. Not that it could get any worse. I mean, true, but, we're fine. We've still had 2 or 3 still nervy moments from Parma. So, also sorry about the squeaky chair. Thomas, why do you bring me such news like that? Thomas telling me Udinese are 2-0 up against Lazio. We're never gonna fucking get rid of those guys. We're never gonna get rid of Udinese. Seriously. I will throw a party. I will. The biggest party I'll ever throw is when Milan wins Scudetto, and the second one is when Udinese get relegated. Calabria to Lopez-Cheek, back to Calabria, to Tomori. Why did I sign up to do this again? I volunteered to do this watch. Why did I do that? I'm never watching. Thank you guys for watching. This is my last one ever. We're not doing this shit again, man. This team fucking sucks, man. Tomori to Pavlovic. Pavlovic to Teo. Nice little ball. Leao in behind. Come on. Oh, he tries to dribble past his man. Oof. Parma get away with it. Pavlovic wins the ball back. He's all the way on the left side now. Back to Teo. Back to Reinders. Reinders tries to dribble. Reinders. Bobbing and weaving to the midfield. And a lazy pass left by Teo and Leao. They didn't know which one it was. And then Suzuki just goes long straight to Calabria, who goes back to Mike. Somebody said, Ollie Oxen Free says, you're great, man. Helps our mental health. Thank you. I'm not sure it helps my mental health. So I'm not sure. All right, Okafor plays it to Leao. Leao one-on-one with Koulibaly. Come on, man. He plays it to Teo. Ya Rabbi. And again, the Parma center backs have just been so ready. All right, thank you for the kind replies. I might not do this every week because you'll probably get Stefano and Lorenzo. They have the priority. But whenever I can, I'll participate. Somebody played a lovely ball in behind for Loftus-Cheek. Placed it to Pulisic to Musa. Musa to Teo. Teo with a shot. Blocked. And then Dennis Mann on the ball. And here comes Dennis Mann. One-on-one with Pavlovic, and it's a foot race. Pavlovic. Okay. He's got enough speed. Ooh, nice. And he gives Mann a little shoulder bump right there. Pushes him off the ball, and we're back with Musa. Come on. Looks like Teo's is holding his leg a little bit. I don't know if he's fixing his equipment or if there's something wrong. Plays it back to Pulisic plays it back to Calabria. Calabria, lovely little ball all the way to the left to Okafor, who's gone to the left. Okafor one-on-one with Koulibaly. Plays a lovely little, nice idea, but still a little short to Reinders. And now Parma have the ball again. And Pavlovic clean up crew right there, gets the ball back. All right, we're starting to build a little bit of possession. There's a flicker of something here. We're not creating chances and we're not playing fantastically in the final third, but we are starting to pin them back and win the ball consistently. Calabria to Pulisic. Pulisic drives to the midfield, plays it to Reinders. Reinders with the ball to Okafor, who shoots. Damn it. Blocked. Is that a goal kick? What is happening, man? Oh, Okafor has to do better with that. Beautiful little layoff from Reinders. And it wasn't even deflected. He just completely scuffs the shot. Okafor is getting in the right places much better than Jovic, but just not. He's just not. He's not been decisive enough at all. Let me quickly retweet the link. Hold on, let me go find this shit real quick. Tomori gives it away. Parma on the ball again. They're kind of slowing the game down. I'm surprised, to be honest, seeing as they had so much success, kind of attacking us in those spots. Give me 1 second. I just got to do something. Parma just keeping possession at this point. I mean, yeah, this is it's tough, It really is tough. And here they go in behind. Valeri on the left, 1-on-1 with Calabria. Shields the ball, tries to get past Calabria. Calabria does well and wins the foul. Excellent job. Okay. Boy, this is certainly a game. It's a game. It's certainly one of the games of all time. Like definitely one of the games of all time. All right. Parma making a substitution, bring on Matteo Cancellieri, who played at Empoli last season, played at Lazio the season before. I don't know if anybody's aware of him, but he is absolutely he's devastatingly fast. So that's definitely going to be something we have to pay attention to. They've had a lot of success. Oh God, they've had a lot of success on the in behind. So his speed is definitely something to worry about. Melissa saying, I'm missing Ollie. I don't know if you mean Olivier Giroud or Ollie, the one who's on the channel, but I miss them both. No, actually, I don't miss Giroud. Oh, my goodness. Pavlovic again, fantastic defending. Teo, okay, a marauding run. Gets past one. Physical. Beautiful, baby. Come on. Oh, my goodness. Pass the fucking ball, man. And we lose it again. Now Parma on the counter. Parma with men. 5-on-5. Oh, what a cross. Wait, it's offside. It's offside. Offside. Oh my goodness. I almost cried, man. Oh my goodness. What an unbelievable ball from Valeri. Oh, thank God. He's clearly offside. Thank God, man. Thank God. No. Stop saying they deserve that goal. They don't deserve shit, man. Fuck them. Okay? It wasn't a goal. Thank God. That was an incredible pass from Valeri. Pulisic on the ball. To Loftus-Cheek to Musa. So stagnant. The Okafor's not even in the box anymore. I don't know what the hell's happening. Loftus-Cheek gets past his man, and he wins a foul on the edge of the box. Good shit. Come on. On the edge of the box on the right hand side. Wait, could this have been on the line? No, it couldn't have. Sorry. Pulisic to take the free kick. Free kick from a crossing position. Yeah. Okay. Looks like Teo is also coming on. Teo and Pulisic both standing over the free kick. Melissa saying Giroud, of course. I don't know, man. I miss Ollie. I miss Ollie, the one on the channel. So I don't know about you. Like, Teo to take the low drilled cross deflected out by the Parma defense, and now here they come. Cancellieri, as I mentioned, very fast, gets the ball, plays it all the way across the field. Beautiful touch by the striker's touch, and it's 3-on-2, and he plays in Dennis Mann, who cuts inside and shoots. Oh, and it's just wide, and he's slapping the ground in anger because he knows that was okay. Just yeah. Let me okay, hold on. I'm gonna look at the I keep looking at it and then I keep forgetting. Okay, Jan Joan Boni. Joan Boni is the striker for Parma. Okay, he is 20 years old from France. Tomorrow, we should be making an offer for him. Okay, tomorrow. That kid, I've never watched him a single time in my life. But in this, however many minutes this game has been on, I'm already convinced. He is a premier striker talent. I'm already convinced. I don't care what they do, what he does from now to the end of the season. He is a premier striker talent. He's phenomenal, spectacular. He could genuinely be amazing. I'm telling you, players at 20 years old having games like this are not very common. They are very few and far between. Him, Koulibaly, Dennis Mann, all Mihaila, I can't remember what the left winger's name is, all have caught the eye very big time. And here comes Koulibaly on the right, played in by Cancellieri. Terrible touch by Koulibaly and Pavlovic. Again, cleanup crew. He's been very positive. I don't. Oli Oxen Free says they play very fearless, and they do. They really do. Like, I'm telling you what, as much as I hate them right now, but oh wait, if I do this, does it show up on the stream? How do I do that? Oh, I show. That's what I should be doing that already. Sorry, I haven't been doing that. I'm new to StreamYard, so my apologies. But yeah, I just it's there's very few positives so far. I think Pavlovic has been, he looked a little shaky at first, but he's ultimately been a positive. I thought Tomori had a few good moments as well. Past that, nothing. Really, I'm struggling. Nothing. Tommy said, been at work, just jumped on this. How are we playing? Tommy, you should go back to work, man. Even if you, I don't know if they pay you overtime, but go back to work because it's not worth watching. Musa dribbles past his man, dispossessed. Calabria wins the ball back, Musa, and he misplaces his pass. And here come Parma, and here comes Dennis Mann, and thankfully Mike is very alert, already out of his box, and clearly deals with it. Here comes Calabria. Calabria back to Mike. Tommy said, that bad? Oh yeah, brother. It's that bad. Max says, get Musa off. I'm done with him. I mean, I see where you're coming from, but who do you want? I'm not taking Musa off until I take Ruben Loftus-Cheek off. That's what I'm saying. Tomori to Reinders to Calabria. Again, I said this in the beginning. Like, I want to be excited. I want to be enthusiastic. I want this to be like a watch along where, oh, beautiful little move from Leo. He placed it in behind to Teo. Come on, Teo. Beautiful little comeback. And Leo! Yeah! Oh, Pulisic! Come on! That was all built by Leo. A beautiful little dribble past Koulibaly, creates a space, plays the ball in behind to Teo, who cuts it back to Leo. Leo takes a touch, one touch, two touch, gets past his man, and then easy pass to Pulisic, man. Leo, you are, man, okay, sorry. This is what I was saying. Just somebody in the comments, I don't know who you are, but you can identify yourself if you want to. Somebody was saying, oh, take Leao off. No, you never take Leao off. You never take Leao off. Because if this is what I always say about great players. You never take them off because if there's a moment of greatness to be had, they are the ones to have it. Okay? It's not going to be Okafor. It's not going to be Salamak who's going to have that moment. It's going to be Rafael fucking Leao. And look at that. Look at that. Tommy's saying he's not going back to work. No, don't go back to work. You're the good luck charm now. Don't go back to work. Quit your job. You're never going back to work. It's done. We're winning the game. Let's go, baby. Come on. Calabria off and Emerson comes on. Jesus Christ, I'm losing words. Musa off and a debut. Well, actually, it's 2 debuts now for Yusuf Fofana and Emerson Royal. Fofana coming on for Musa and Emerson coming on for Calabria. Come on. All right. Wait, I don't understand what just happened. No. We're going to have to redo the kickoff because I think Milan players passed the halfway line or something. I don't know. All right. Back the ball goes all the way back to Suzuki, who goes long. Pavlovic wins the header again. Spectacular work from him so far. Parma headers. Oh, now they're. Oh my goodness, Parma play a lovely header and they're in behind Emerson and he crosses it in. Lovely interception by Tomori and it's to Fofana. Fofana plays it to Pulisic and he has space in behind. Pulisic crosses it all the way across to Leao. Leao on the ball with some space. One-on-one with... he shoots it and it's just a terrible shot. A terrible shot. He's saying it got deflected. It definitely did look deflected. It definitely looked deflected. I'd love to see a replay of that if they're going to show it. It really did look deflected. I'm gonna have to say, and it's a cooling break. All right, second cooling break of the game. I don't know. The same guy who's saying about Leao, I'm going to show you a message now. He should come on because he has no press whatsoever. Yeah, dude. If you can do the things that he does on the ball, you don't have to do anything off the ball. That's how he plays. Okay, that's how he plays. And the ultimate fact, the reality of the matter is, we can't win without him. Like, just flat out, no questions asked. We cannot win without him. Okay, and I mean, like, not win a game. I mean win as in win something, win a trophy, qualify for advanced rounds in Champions League. We cannot do those things without Leao. It doesn't really matter. So once you accept that, and then you take, okay, this is his defensive effort. Okay, once you take that as a fact, as a constant, now it's your job as the manager and your job as the management to build a squad that compensates for that, because you can't win without him. You just can't. Look at the things he's doing. They're showing the replay of the goal right now. You're telling me that's replaceable? It's not. He's saying then we shouldn't play a high press. Now, see, that is worth talking about. I still think you have to have a semblance of a high press. Okay, there are ways that you can press high while hiding players. Hiding is a relative word, but like where you can press even though one of your players is not a great presser. Right? There are still ways you can do that. Now, what I will say is that there are things that Leao does when we press that are unacceptable. I'm not asking him to go run around and chase the way Okafor does. I'm not asking him to do that, okay? Because at the end of the day, I want his energy conserved for when he gets the ball. I understand that. But there are things like, I'll note one thing specifically. If you watch when there's a throw-in on the left side, our left side, so it's an opposition throw-in, and it's like on the far left side, okay? It's a throw-in is the only time it's the only phase of play where you have 11 players and they have 10 on the field in play, right? And Leao goes and marks the guy who's taking the throw-in. Oh, Okafor in behind. He plays it to Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Ruben Loftus-Cheek squares it. Oh, it's defended well by Parma. Emerson Royal takes a quick throw to Pulisic. Pulisic back to Emerson. Emerson hesitates, plays it back to Pulisic on the right. We got to see some movement, man. Emerson 1-on-1, plays it back to Fofana, who plays a lovely ball. Oh, trying to find Loftus-Cheek. It's blocked away. And here come Parma on the counter. Beautiful ball in behind. Cancellieri tries to collect it. And again, it's the combination of Tomori and Pavlovic who do excellently. Parma get the ball back, though. And they play it to Dennis Mann, who's now switched to the left-hand side with Cancellieri on the right. He plays a very weird cross-field ball all the way to Koulibaly on the right. Okay. What have I talked about? Yeah, sorry. As I was saying about the throw-ins thing, Leao marks the guy who takes the throw-in, which instantly means we're back to playing 10 against 10. It's terrible and it's lazy, and he needs to stop doing that. Those are the kind of things that I can agree with you on. Leao has to improve in terms of his effort level. I don't disagree with those. But there's no scenario where he can't be on the field. Pavlovic wins the ball. Murad's down the field, plays it to Leao, who's 1-on-2. Lovely little ball to Reinders. Reinders squares it, and it's defended again well by Pulisic, by Parma. Sorry. Leao is making magic right now. Emerson Royal wins the ball back, plays it to Pulisic on the right, in a lot of space. Can he fire in a cross? He does. It's easily blocked. Pulisic has been so poor with his crosses so far. Emerson with the little show and go. It's 2-on-2. Him and Pulisic against the Parma defenders. He gives the little... lovely little step over. Crosses it in. God damn it. I'm struggling to speak at this point. Koulibaly clears it out. And it's back to Tomori. Milan have life. And Milan have movement. And there is a Parma player down on the ground. And the referee stopped the game. God damn it, man. I hate when this happens, man. The momentum was going well. All right, let's see. A lovely, sorry, I commentated very badly on it, but a beautiful, beautiful step over dribble by Emerson to get past Dennis Mann. A nice little cross goes to Okafor, but he's beaten in the air by the Parma defender. He won the header, but he was kind of ahead of it, so it kind of it headed back towards our own goal. All right, sorry. Let's see what we got. Leao magic. Melissa says Teo and Leao aren't debatable. Agreed. They're facts of life. They are facts of life for Milan. That's what they are. They will be there, and we need them. Leao magic saves us again. Absolutely. Get your quiz in now. Move to Pulisic attacking midfield. Agreed. What else? We've got. Dare keep doing the watch alongs. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support, guys. I've had fun, despite the fact that this team is fucking awful, but I've had fun. Tommy, who didn't go back to work, he quit his job. He just messaged me. He quit his job. He says Leao is there's no one on our team who does what Leao does. He's a game changer. Absolutely true. Pavlovic, man of the match so far. Definitely. Yeah. I would give it to Pavlovic. You're right. D3 Kilo, who was making the Leao argument, says that's a fair argument. I'm glad we agree, my brother. Shake hands. Ray says Pavlovic will score now. It's going to be 2-1. I hope so. Wish we had Morata now. I mean, yeah, I do, but that's kind of what I guess I do, but this is kind of what you get with Alvaro Morata. It's just, it's not very good. Reinders on the ball, plays it back to Tomori. Oli Oxen Free says, there, you're doing fine. How's your mental health now in the second half? It's better. It's definitely better. And then Sharpshooter says Leao's defensive work rate can be frustrating, but when he's on offensively, he's easily top 3 left wingers. Agreed. Matt's saying, I don't know if it makes sense, but I prefer we'd focused more on controlling the game state and momentum. Fofana wins a foul, in the meantime. Nice little dribble and wins a foul in midfield. Controlling the game state momentum rather than trying to get the ball as fast as possible and as possible. I get what you're saying, but there's also a certain level of I think Fofana, a little wayward pass. And now here comes Koulibaly on the counter for Parma. Fofana recovers very well, forces the mistake from Koulibaly. Now it's a Milan throw-in. I get what you're saying about the game state. I think that's in general. Look, this is the thing. In general, your press should not come at the expense or okay, not that this is easy to do, but the idea is to have your press not come at the expense of your game state management. Oh, terrible pass by Emerson, and it's straight to Koulibaly, who's running. It's 3-on-3, all the way to Boni. Boni cuts inside. Give it to somebody else. I don't know who the hell these Parma players are. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to learn. I mean, they're new, so they're new in Serie A, so I'll give myself a break. Cancellieri, and Fofana forces another throw in on or a throw in for us. Emerson sucks, by the way. I don't know if anybody saw that file. I'm just telling you right now, Emerson is not good at football. So if you're looking for the Calabria replacement, we're gonna have to wait till next season. Leao with a lovely ball, lovely little move, tries to find Emerson all the way on the other side of the field, and it's inaccurate. And now Mihailovic, I don't know who the fuck this is. It's their left winger. He crosses it in. I did tell you he was gonna be trouble when he came on, didn't I? That was such a bad switch from Leo. Such a bad switch. But then Emerson. What did I say, man? What did I say about not having a defensive midfielder? Because a bad switch should not just result in your entire defensive structure just going. That is where Akesi. That's the kind of gaps that Akesi fills. It's okay. The switch is terrible. It's bad, and Emerson still has to commit to it, obviously. So he's out of position. But then somebody has to take that space, and that's the role of Akesi. And he's not, and there's no Kessie, and Fofana and Reinders are way up the field, and that's it. It's just the left winger has all the time and all the space to play that ball in. And it's the same shit over and over and over, man. It's the same shit for 3 straight years, man. It's. I don't know, man. I don't know. I really like. I don't know how to describe it other than saying we're almost 2 games into the season, and I can't take any positives from anywhere. I can't take any positives. And now Ruben Loftus-Cheek is on the fucking right wing. Why is he still on the pitch? We have a 30 million goddamn right winger who was brilliant in preseason on the bench, and Ruben Loftus-Cheek is receiving the ball on the flank. Why? Who wants to explain it to me, please? Please. Maybe somebody knows more football than I do. I'm open to that suggestion. Why is this happening? Why is Ruben Loftus-Cheek on the field? What does he offer? Reinders, beautiful ball to Teo. Teo tries a little cutback. Back to Reinders. Reinders, little dribble. He gets dispossessed. Okafor gets it back. Okafor in the box. Tries a little pass out to the edge of the box, and it's deflected, and it's cleared out, and it's back to Mike, who's come all the way to the halfway line, plays it to Emerson. Ollie's saying Pulisic keeps getting pulled in the middle. I know. That's what I'm saying. And like, we're basically playing as if Chukwueze is in the game. He's not in the fucking game. He's not in the fucking game. Okafor on the wing. Plays it to Pulisic, who heads it down to Loftus-Cheek. Plays it back to Emerson. Back to Pulisic. Come on, man. Across from Pulisic. Again, just I'm sorry. Like, so fucking bad. So I will not let the goal sully what has been just a disgraceful performance from Pulisic. Disgraceful. The crosses have been so bad, so lacking of any zip. How, and if the ball is floating like a fucking beach ball, how is a defender gonna be caught out by it? Fofana, beautiful strength to keep the ball. Plays it to Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who loses the ball. He gets fouled. He gets fouled. Oh, no, sorry, my bad. The foul was actually, it was on Fofana, and he played advantage originally. Then when Ruben Loftus-Cheek was dispossessed, he gave the advantage away. Reinders on the ball. He plays it to Emerson. Emerson one-on-one with their left winger. To Reinders to Fofana, lovely interchange, defended well by Parma, and they lose the ball again to Emerson. Emerson tries to play it to Pulisic, and now we're back on the counter again. And it's to Cancellieri, and he's one-on-one with Pavlovic, and he tries to flick it over him, and he does, but Pavlovic, once again, brilliant recovery, wins the ball back. And now Fofana to Teo. Teo on the attack, with Leao in front of him, Pulisic and Okafor in the middle. Teo cuts in the midfield, plays it to Reinders. Reinders with a lovely dribble. Reinders with another, and he's taking it all the way. And he tries to square it, and it's just bobbled. And Suzuki with some brilliantly proactive goalkeeper play to jump on the ball. I think Reinders just has to take a shot there. It was brilliant the way he took the ball on. He took the ball on, and it was nice little one extra touch to kind of get the defense off of tail. And then he had a goal. He had a side of goal. He just has to take the shot there. Oof. Pavlovic with the header against Cancellieri. Cancellieri wins it, plays it to the left winger, back to Boni, the striker, who plays it all the way to the center backs. They're trying to slow down the game. Dennis Mann has come off the pitch, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that, but Dennis Mann, who scored the first goal and was generally brilliant, probably should have had 2 or 3, is off the pitch. Header by Tomori to Pulisic. Pulisic plays it to Loftus-Cheek, who shields the ball all the way back, plays it back to center back. Tomori, under pressure, has a lovely little heel flick to Pavlovic. Terrible pass by Ruben Loftus-Cheek again. Reinders to Loftus-Cheek. Awful control again, loses the ball. And here comes Parma. They're now just content with slowing the game down. I cannot believe that in the 83rd minute of this fucking game, Ruben Loftus-Cheek is still in the game. I don't understand what he could possibly be offering in this game. I don't think the players understand what he's offering, because when Reinders just played him that ball and he miscontrolled it, Reinders was like, come on, I'm putting it at your fucking feet, man. Leao's on the ball on the left with two men on him, plays it to Teo, who plays it to Reinders. Reinders with a hell of a lot of space. Parma standing off of him, plays it to Fofana, who has to play it back to Tomori. Tomori on the ball. Lovely little ball between the lines to Loftus-Cheek, who heels, flicks it back to Pulisic. Beautiful defense from Parma, but they give it away. Emerson to Reinders. Reinders to Teo. Teo to Leao, one-on-one. One-on-one with Leao. Another man, he tries to play the little cut back to Okafor, and it's intercepted by Parma. And Parma are my internet's cutting out or something. The feed, Cancellieri is one-on-one with Pavlovic, but Pavlovic does exceptionally well to force Cancellieri all the way to the left. Now Cancellieri is defending it. He's shielding it in the corner, and Parma win a corner. You know, man, I'm really, I'm you know what? I used to be a very positive Milan fan, and then the past 2 years, with all that's happened, I've become more negative. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna come on this stream, and because I don't want to just spread negativity. Like, that's not kind of what I'm trying to do. And I wanted to be positive and all that. And Parma have taken the corner short, by the way. Sorry. And I wanted to be positive, but like, what's there to be positive about right now? Seriously, what am I watching that makes me wanna what am I watching that makes me excited for next week? It's another Parma throw-in off a deflection. Oof. Just Milan making a double substitution. It's Pulisic off, I'm assuming, for Chukwueze. Oh my goodness, he left Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Okafor for Jovic. And Chukwueze for Pulisic. This is a bad manager. I'm done. This is a bad manager. No, I'm serious. This is a bad manager. Like, he just is. Why? Why is the attacking midfielder that can't pass still in the field? Why? Why is the attacking? All he can do is win headers. He's just tall. That's it. Like, is that what we're doing? Is that what our hope is? We want an aerial threat. Chukwueze loses the ball on his first touch, plays it to and Parma with a weak shot from the edge of the box, easily saved by Mike. Here comes Teo. Thank you, by the way. I'm sorry, I forgot to thank you guys for watching and tuning in and all that. I really do appreciate it. And also, I'm gonna plug myself in since this game sucks. Go subscribe to my channel, at BdairBall. That's my first name, BD, or my last name. Sorry, BDAIR. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna just put it in the channel. Well, Parma almost scored, but it was offside, so it's all good. Or sorry, was that a free kick? It wasn't offside? Ay. Here comes Fofana on the ball. Plays it to Emerson, who plays it across to Pavlovic. Pavlovic to Teo. Teo to Reinders. I probably should have told you guys to subscribe earlier, because if anybody just joins now, they're going to be like, why the fuck would I subscribe to this guy? He's motionless. There's nothing to there's nothing to watch for. Ruben Loftus-Cheek loses the ball again. Drink. I'm not, obviously I don't drink, but if I did, you know what? Next game, if I do this again, I'm gonna do a Ruben Loftus-Cheek drinking game. Like, not alcohol, but like I'll do something. This is fucking ridiculous. Emerson obviously having to compensate for the Ruben Loftus-Cheek mistake, has to foul, commits a foul and gets a yellow card. I want, man, I want to be happy, but like, what is there to be happy about? This fucking team sucks. Marinzo says, I missed your rants on Sempre Milan's channel. Yeah, so did I. But I've honestly, I've been very swamped with a lot of things, so I haven't been able to do those as consistently. I'm trying to focus a little bit on my channel, and then I may be able to do, and then when I get that, under control, then I'll do some Sempre Milan stuff. But do subscribe to my channel. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, so help me get that. Anyway, Fofana has the ball. This is your chance, by the way. Link anything you want to link, because this game's nothing here. Leao on the ball, cuts inside. Leao blocked. Fuck me. Why are we even watching this shit, man? We are all addicts. Matt's saying drink a sip every time Ruben Loftus-Cheek ball. I might still get drunk, even from a sip. I don't even have to take a shot. Just drink a sip. I might still end up drunk. My Aka getting ruined by Milan. Never backing them again. I'm sorry, but if you backed Milan to win a game away from, if you backed Milan to win a game, that's your fault. You just gave a betting company like a lot of free money. I'm sorry for you. Steve says I'm trying to give this guy the benefit of the doubt, but oh my goodness, Cancellieri again, and Pavlovic just brilliant. Just Pavlovic has been spectacular. I have to give him a lot of credit. And credit to me, because when Cancellieri came on, I told you he would be dangerous. Oh, Reinders tries to, fuck, man. He tried to play the ball in behind to Jovic, and it just was a little bit short. The Atalanta defenders recover. Emerson Royal to Chukwueze on the right. Chukwueze, who only came on with like 4 or 5 minutes left in the game. Brilliant decision making again by our manager. Fofana tries a cross-field switch, easily dealt with by Parma, heads it back to the goalkeeper, and now Suzuki's taking his sweet ass time to get rid of the ball. Matt's saying, honestly, Barcelona Bilbao is a much better game. I mean, look, honestly, as a neutral, if you are a neutral and you watch this game's been fantastic. Like, it's been very back and forth, and Parma been fantastic. And as I praise Pavlovic, he just does one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. But thankfully, it just goes back to Mike. This game's been very entertaining, just not from a Milan perspective. If you watched it as a neutral, it's actually been very brilliant. And I've enjoyed it from the perspective of like I'm enjoying learning about these Parma players. Leao tries the ball to Jovic in midfield. He takes a bad touch, and it's back to Parma again. I mean, like added time has started. Sorry, 5 minutes of added time were added, and we're already a minute into it. And it just looks like everybody, like all the Milan players, just look like, yeah, okay, cool, yeah, whatever. It's 2-1. Shit happens. Life goes on. It is what it is. That's what they're giving the vibes. All right, Fofana on the ball. He drives in midfield. Plays a nice little ball to Teo. Teo with Leao ahead of him. Teo with the cross. And defended well by Parma. Back to Teo. Teo to Leao. Leao to Reinders. Reinders to Pavlovic. Can we get a long range effort or something? Can we just and Tomori with Fofana with a terrible ball to Loftus-Cheek, but he ends up getting it back. I don't know if they've given up, but I mean, it just doesn't feel. It just there's not the urgency. There's not the urgency that there was last week. I'm not saying there's not the urgency that there was 4 years ago. I'm saying there's not even the urgency that there was last week. Last week we went down 2-0 and we were like, all right, like pedal to the metal, and it was a bad performance still, but there was an urgency. Now what I'm watching now is there's just nothing. There's really nothing. Thomas saying Rumbles cheek is so bad. Give him a red. Kudos to Parma, man. Kudos to Parma. This is one of the best performances I can remember from a newly promoted side. Truly, so organized, so cohesive. I'm a lot of respect has to be given to them. Young Edge says thoughts on Ibrahimovic's squad building. I'm not gonna say. I mean, I wanted Ibrahimovic back at the club after he retired, but I wanted him in a player advising position, like for him to mentor the players that we have. I don't know how on earth he ended up with a position where he's actually involved in the real like transfer window stuff and all that. I don't understand that. Emerson tries to clear it and he slices it, and it's a Parma corner. 93 minutes played, 2 minutes of added time remaining. And Parma are definitely going to take it short and just stay in the corner with Boni and Cancellieri. And Cancellieri plays it back to Koulibaly, who actually plays a lovely ball to Boni, who, even though he had some space... Oh, wow. Offside on Boni. Sorry. I thought it was a really good ball. It was a great idea. Obviously, Boni just didn't get back onside. So Milan get the ball back. A minute and a half left in the game. Oh, that's not offside. Wow. Terrible decision by the linesman. That was not offside. We just got bailed out. If we score from here, that's a talking point. Here comes Tomori. To Chukwueze, and very well defended by Parma, and it actually goes off Chukwueze, and it's a Parma throw-in. 1 more minute of added time remaining, plus whatever the referee adds, but I can't see him adding anything because nothing has really happened. Parma take the throw-in, and they're perfectly fine. Boni just literally kicks it all the way up to Mike. 50 seconds left to play. It is the 94th minute. Mike goes long. Pavlovic challenges the header, loses out. Cancellieri now with acres of space, and now he accelerates, trying to get away from Fofana. Passes it to Koulibaly, who passes it back to Cancellieri, who flicks it back to Koulibaly, and they still have the ball. Now they're the ones attacking, despite there only being 20 seconds left in the fucking game. And now it's a Milan throw-in all the way on our side. Teo takes it quickly. It goes to Fofana. Fofana to Mike. Mike, who's under pressure, goes long, and it's well over the head of everybody, straight to a Parma defender who kicks it, clears it as far as humanly possible. It's to Reinders, and the referee blows the whistle. Milan have taken 1 point out of a possible 6. That was I'll start by giving Parma credit. They were flat out spectacular. Like, can't fault them. They were fantastic. So kudos to them. I have to start with that. On our end, just pathetic and embarrassing at every single level of play. Every single level. It was pathetic. The lineup, bad. Again, playing Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Again, having our 30 million winger on the bench. I don't understand. I will never understand it. I don't understand it now. I won't understand it tomorrow. I won't understand it. And this is the thing. If we keep playing Ruben Loftus-Cheek at the 10, he will score 7 to 8 goals the way he did last season. And it will be at the detriment of Milan. Understand that. When you are celebrating those Ruben Loftus-Cheek goals, like I will be doing, keep the understanding that this guy's involvement is at the detriment of Milan. Simple as that. He is bad for Milan. Every time he features, it is a net negative for Milan. That is a fact of the matter. As for then we get to the actual players. All of them performed poorly. The system, pathetic. Absolutely, again, another pathetic setup from Fonseca. I have to keep saying this. Last week against Torino, everybody's talking about, well, we have to wait. We have to wait for him to implement his style, and we have to wait for him to get his own guys, right? Do you know who had a new coach last week? Torino. Do you know who had zero new signings in their lineup last week? Torino. So I don't want to fucking hear it. Venuti for Torino didn't get new players, and he got the exact same amount of time to implement his system. And they looked head and shoulders above us for most of the game. And today, it's a newly promoted team doing the same fucking shit. The same shit. It's unacceptable. It just does not work. Fonseca, if I'm going to give Fonseca, I don't know what's less, a Z. I'm giving him less than an F. He's been diabolical, man. Everything from the defensive shape out of possession, from the defensive shape in transition, so bad. So bad. Attacking wise, if somebody wants to tell me, again, I am all ears. I'm going to take my AirPod out so I can tell you, I am all ears. Please tell me. Can anybody tell me what the difference in our attacking system is from today to every single game under Pioli last year? What is the difference? Nobody can find it because there isn't one. It's the same shit. And he was, again, I have to emphasize this, he was so smug in those press conferences, talking about, I watched the games last year, and I'm not going to say too much, but we'll definitely be playing very differently. He was giving it the bigs. Where's the differences, buddy? Where? Seriously, what did you watch? Because if you watched the games and you came out with Ruben Loftus-Cheek at midfield, you're not the manager. You're just not the manager. Let's look at some comments. Sorry, I do get carried away. My bad. Yeah, there's no urgency. It's in 20 minutes. Emerson's already proved us right. Yeah, he's not good. He's not good. And this is what annoys me is, people will praise this market and they'll say, oh, well, we needed a right back, a center back, a midfielder, and a striker. Right. So, and we got all those 4 positions, which means, look what they did everything they needed to do. No, nobody says we just need a right back blanket. Anybody. No, I need a good right back. I need a net positive right back. I need somebody who's going to actually fucking help me win games. Why did we sign Emerson Royal? Under no competition, because nobody wanted him. I don't understand. Philip saying, yeah, he agrees. Torino didn't look like a team that doesn't know how to play football. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just like, don't talk to me about this manager's bedding in period and his new. I don't fucking want to hear any of it. I don't want to hear any of it. Just him. Everybody last season, and I say myself included, everybody last season, all we said was anybody can do better than Pioli. Well, I'm watching it now, and I'll tell you what. No, not anybody. Anybody can do pretty much as well as Pioli. Dominic says, thank you for sharing in my misery for the day. Yes, you're welcome. Thank you guys for sharing in my misery also. I don't know. We had a two-man defense, even one at sometimes. Yeah, I mean, there were genuinely, and I'm not exaggerating, Parma could have scored 4. No exaggeration. In terms of how many times, if anything, I could say that their decision-making in those situations where it was like, there was 3-on-2 and 4-on-3 and 5-on-4 multiple times. If anything, I could say that despite winning this game and despite looking very good, the decision-making was actually bad because they should have scored a lot more. Pavlovic is the only positive, says Yusuf. I agree. Pavlovic was very good. Recoveries, fantastic. Sharpshooter says this turned into a BdairBall Reacts. Yeah, I mean, what am I gonna do? Like, what can I want to watch this shit positively, but how? How can I watch that positively? We were down within a minute. Like, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to be like, wee? I can't. This shit sucks. Yeah. Ollie Oxen Free says we need a striker backup for Morata. I'll tell you in a little secret. We're going to need a starting striker rather than Morata too. I'm just going to say that right now. I don't see any tactical changes or plan of attacks. I agree. Dry on Bud says, where do we go on from here? Truthfully, where do we go on from here? We go to the Olympico. Where other than that, I don't. Are we playing at the Olympico? Is it San Siro? I can't remember. Let me check real quick. But yeah, we go to wherever our next game is. Yeah, it's at the Olympico. We go to the Olympico. That's where we go from here. I can't tell you what I want. Like, I want so many things changed tactically that it's almost meaningless to start naming them. Like, our transition defense. I don't. But this is the thing. There are things that we need that can't just simply be fixed by tactics. There is nothing. Our transition defense can't be fixed by Fofana and Reinders. It just can't be. Neither of those guys are defensive midfielders. Fofana is a midfielder that's better defensively than Musa and Ruben Loftus-Cheek. That's one statement. And then he's not a defensive midfielder is another statement. He is not going to. It's the second goal. It's exactly what I described. The second goal. Okay, Leao plays the terrible switch, and he deserves blame for that. But once that happens, and once Emerson naturally has to, commit to the ball, right? He has to try to win the ball, of course. But once those two things happen, and Emerson's out of position, somebody has to go get that space. And there was nobody. Nobody was even close to slightly close to the frame. And then Tomori has to come all the way out to the right, and he leaves. Then it's Cancellieri all the way on the right hand side. Castello's always advanced, and you just can't do it. You can't win like that. And there's no tactical change that will change this. That's a personnel change, a personnel that we've neglected for 3 years now. 2 of those being under the management. What else? I let him off last week because it was first game, but Fonseca did nothing at all today. Yeah, I agree, Max. That's exactly what I'm talking about. What else? That's what you get for going cheap option when you're choosing your coach. I don't know, man. The thing is, like, the expensive option was Conte, and he sucks. He's not good either. Look at what he's doing in Napoli. He is going to ensure that Napoli are gutted in the next few years. So I don't want Conte either. But I don't know. Like, I didn't disagree with the Fonseca appointment from a stylistic standpoint. But so far, he's very, very clearly below par. Very clearly not fit for the job. We need to sign Yerry Mina to complement Royal. No, please, Daniel. I don't know. Are you Colombian? Is that why you're saying that? Because I don't think we do need to sign Yerry Mina. No identity or spirit. 2 years in a row, says Nawar. Agreed. The thing is, we do have an identity. We just don't have a good one. That's the problem. Like, we have an identity. It's just not one that's conducive to winning. A team that plays 5 in defense went 3 on. I think they play 4. But regardless, I agree. Like, the fact that they were consistently, Mohamed was saying, like, the fact that they were consistently 3 on 2, 3 on 2, 3 on 2, 4 on 5, 5 on 4, 4 on 3, like constantly 2 on 1. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, first goal was on Calabria. Many of Parma's chances were on Calabria. We need to address that right back position. I agree. A lot of Parma clearly targeted Calabria. But there are also things that you can do once you know that you have a weak point in your team. You can't just leave them that exposed. Those two things go hand in hand. Calabria is at fault, and also the system is bad. Ibra would play better than Loftus-Cheek right now. Definitely. He has a first touch, so there's that. What else? from Leao's on fraud watch. No, he had a bad switch, but he still created the goal. Why didn't we go in for Belanova? He's more of a right wing back, to be honest, than a right back. Get Sarri in? No, please don't do that, because I don't know if anybody watched his Lazio team last year, you don't want him. Trust me. Are we starting the season at 1 point from 9? I mean, we might. Not that Lazio are good. They just lost to Udinese, I think, right? They were down 2-0. I'm assuming they lost. They're not very good either, so maybe we get their our first win there. But Olimpico away is not an easy place to play. We need to just play the youngsters. Yeah, to a certain extent. I mean, you tell me right now, I would take Liberali. I know a lot of people mentioned him in the comments earlier. I would definitely start Liberali at attacking midfield. If we're just hell bent on playing attacking midfield, play the good one. Play the only one we actually employ. By the way, we did have an attacking midfielder. His name was Daniel Maldini, but we gave him away for free. €0, $0, £0, 0 Indian lira or whatever, rupees, sorry, 0 Turkish lira, 0 Italian lira, which is no longer used. We give him away for nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just a 50% sell-on clause. Should he become good? If he becomes good, somebody else can go get him, and we get half that fee. What else? Play 4-3-3, but Benassa, Reinders, and Fofana. Absolutely. I mean that if there is one vision of this team that's positive, it's that one. It's playing Benassa, Reinders, and Fofana together in a 3. How late will Fonseca how long will it take Fonseca to realize that? I guess we'll see. Play Camarda instead. We're rapidly approaching that. Why didn't we get De Zerbi? Because De Zerbi has the same flaws in transition and defensive shape as this. But he is better in possession, I'll give you that. Stylistically, Thiago Motta would have been nice. Yes, that's the guy. Thiago Motta is. If you watched Juve against Como, I mean, that's the guy to get. And the fact that all of us as the fans, we knew that Pioli had to go for about January. But remember, they never actually considered Pioli leaving until we lost to Roma in April. So we gave Juve 4 extra months of work ahead of time to get Thiago Motta, and we were never able to catch up. 4 goals conceded against these teams is very concerning. Agreed. What else? Coach has to go ASAP. Not yet. We have to. At the end of the day, lack of stability would destroy our season right now. We have to at least give this dude a real shot, but I don't know. We couldn't even draw a pathetic performance. Yeah. Yeah. I just. Somebody said Manu Kone. I'm gonna finally use the show thing. I'm hopeful. Well, I don't know. The thing is, if we get Manu Kone, then we're leaving. We're getting what's his name? We're gonna have to sell Benasser. So, Jur says people are overreacting. I mean, in a sense, I guess if somebody's saying that we should sack Fonseca already, then yeah, that's an overreaction. But like, how much of an overreaction? We suck. Like, we're watching what we're watching, and it's not good. So, at a certain point, it's not very good. All right. If you guys have any questions or something, I'll answer those for like 2 to 3 minutes, and then we'll probably end the stream. I don't know how Stefano and Lorenzo do it, but that's how I'll do it, because I'm kind of tired of talking about this game. But if you guys have any questions, leave them in the chat right now, and I'll answer some. That was a day in the life of Milan fan, huh? A day in the life of Milan fan. Take care, David. Take care, my brother. That was what do I think of the Pavlovic performance? I think very positive. I think he was very good. His recovery was fantastic. He still struggled a little bit, like Tomori did. I think both of them were very good in that both of them, they struggled at the halfway line. Very positive in their recoveries, and they ended up saving us a few goals. So I came away, if you have to pick a Milan man of the match, I think it was Pavlovic. So that if there is one positive, if you have to take a positive from the game, it's Pavlovic was fantastic. Are you gonna watch Inter? Yes, I am gonna watch Inter. I don't think I'll be watching on this stream, but I always watch Inter. My hate watches have not had a lot of success, but I watched when Sansone scored against them for Bologna. I watched that live, and since then I will never miss a Inter game because there's always a chance that something spectacular happens. How many weeks am I giving Fonseca? I can't just give you like a number because there's like, how do I say this? Like, for example, remember last year when we played Inter, I think we played Inter like match week 4 or 5, right? And we had won the first 4 games or the first 3 games, whatever it was. So if I had asked you at the end of the 3rd game that we had won, hey, how many weeks are you going to give Pioli? You'd probably been like, a lot, right? Because we've won 3 in a row. But then we lose against Inter in such an awful fashion, and you're automatically like, okay, he needs to go. So it's not really a week by week thing that I'm judging him, but it's like I'm looking for the improvement, and the improvement has to come soon. That's what I'm looking for. If I start seeing the improvement, if I start seeing the ideas, then I'm giving him a lot more time. Do you get what I'm saying? But what's concerning me right now is the lack of ideas. That's what I just need to see new things. Because if I'm seeing the same old crap, what's the point? What's the point? Let's see what else. How come in almost every time? Let's see what are the questions. Sergio Conceição. Not that I didn't really watch him, to be honest. I mean, okay, obviously we watched Porto in the Champions League, but like I didn't mind. I would have been excited by his too. Name anything positive since Redbird bought the team other than financials. I'm not a Redbird fan, but I'll be fair and I'll say we have signed some good players. Reinders is a good player. Pulisic is a good player. Chukwueze is a good player, and so on. Pavlovic looked good today, and so on. So like, this is. If you go and subscribe to my channel at BdairBall, which is somewhere, I don't think the link is in the description, but regardless, just go at BdairBall, BDAIR, and then ball. If you go to my channel and you watch my latest video, I talked about Milan, and I talked about the management, and I said basically that I don't doubt this management's ability to to sign good players. I think they've shown that they can sign a few good players, but they will not build a winning team. If you tell me the management do A and they do B, I know that C will not be a winning team. You know, A plus B will not equal a winning team. That's the fact of the matter. I believe that implicitly, that whatever they do, they will not build a winning team because of the way they operate. The way they operate is a cowardly, unambitious style. So even if you sign 1 or 2 good players, you will not end up being a winning team. That's what I believe about them. But the one positive is that they have signed some good players. Like, I would obviously rather that than no good players. You know what I'm saying? And obviously Fofana, sorry, I forgot to mention him. He's a good player. Ryan says, thoughts on Leao. Look, the Leao discussion is the same as it always is, okay? The Leao discussion is simple. He is our best player. He is the spark. He is the creativity. He's the magic, okay? And does he do some frustrating things at times? Yes, absolutely. He's an incredibly frustrating player. But once you acknowledge, and every Milan fan has to acknowledge this, that we cannot win consistently without him. Like, it's a fact. It's not up for debate. It's not an opinion. It's just a fact. So once you acknowledge that, that's where the conversation about Leao can go from there, right? Once you acknowledge that we absolutely, no questions asked, have to have this guy, then you can start having the conversation about him. And from there, the conversation becomes not what are Leao's deficiencies, because there are some, and I think they're trying to work on them. But the conversation more importantly becomes, how can we limit his deficiencies? How can we build a squad that limits his deficiencies and accentuates his strengths, right? Leao is an exceptional passer, exceptional. One of the best in the entire league. And for his entire time at Milan, we have not got him a single striker that can run him behind. From Ibra to Giroud to Morata. None of those guys can run in behind. So automatically, we have, in 5 years he's been here, we have never once given him a striker that actually suits his playing style. And there's a million other things I could say that are to the likes of that. The likes of the fact that Theo is also a marauding left back. Again, not a criticism. We want him to go forward. But if you're going to have Leao, who doesn't track back, and Theo, who constantly goes forward, then you have to have a defensive midfielder, one we haven't had in 3 years. We've still not replaced Kessie. And so on and so on. So I think the conversations about Leao have to come from of an acknowledgement of his brilliance, and then then we can talk about his deficiencies and how they work relative to the team. What else we got? Why did they put Loftus-Cheek at attacking mid, and why not Pulisic attacking mid? That is a question I can't answer for you, because it dumbfounds me too. I don't know. It's an inexcusable decision. Again, I've said it 5 or 6 times on the stream now, but I'm going to say it again just in case anyone didn't hear. Fonseca keeps saying that he watched our games last year. If he watched our games last year and he came to the conclusion that Ruben Loftus-Cheek can function as the 10 in this team, he is not a good manager. It's that simple. If he did not realize that, hey, this is not tenable, this cannot work. If he didn't realize that himself, he's not a good manager. What else? Somebody replied to that guy saying, because Loftus-Cheek sucked in the devil in the double pivot. I agreed, which is why his best place is on the bench. He can just sit there all he wants. That's where he should be. I've been saying, if somebody wants to go to my Twitter, I've been saying he should have been sold all summer. But we've never even gotten to any rumors of that. Let's see, what else? Any questions? No, lots of commentary. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys a lot. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that this made the game somewhat this tiny little bit more enjoyable, or comforting, I guess, because the game was sucked. And thank you guys so much for watching. It was really fun. The game wasn't fun, but the stream was fun. I enjoyed doing this. Sorry. Question is Don said, is this better 1.5 or 2.0? No, I can't say it's Bantu, not yet, man. The Bantu era can't end with us finishing in second. We've had the Bantu. We all witnessed the Bantu era. It was not this good. But, all right, I'll answer one last question. Do you think we'll always play with a high line, or was this a tactical choice for the match? I answered something similar to this during the stream. I don't know if you were there, but basically this is what I think. There is a certain level of every good team has to play a certain level of high line. Has to. If you don't play a high line, that means you're not pressing at the front. And if you don't press at the front, that means you're just conceding whatever the other team is playing, is giving up, and you can do that against Inter. And I have said we should do that. We should not press Inter. We should let them come at us, and then let's pick them apart on going the other way. But you can't do that against Parma, and you can't do that against who else got promoted, man? Parma or Empoli or whoever. Not that they got promoted, but you know what I'm saying. You can't do that against those lower level sides. You have to go at them. It's a Milan requirement, with as much talent as we have, that we go at teams. So there is a certain level of high line and a certain level of press that has to be enacted. The difference is we're just doing it badly, right? We're just doing it badly. So we have to have it, but we have to do better at it. And I know everybody talks about how poor Leao is in the press, and that's true. But there are still teams that press with a clear deficient pressing player. You can still work around that. Now, your press is never going to be fantastic. It's never going to be amazing, but you can make it adequate. And we have not had that adequate press for the past 2 games. Time and time again, Leao will push up, Okafor or whoever's at striker, Jovic will push up, Pulisic or Chukwueze, who's at right wing, will push up. The attacking midfielder will push up kind of right in the zone behind them. And then one simple ball from a center back will just find a midfielder and it's gone. Because if you're gonna push up like that, then Musa and Reinders have to push up too. Then Theo and what's his name, and Calabria, and the center backs all have to push up, and then we were just poor in dealing with those balls out of the back from Parma. Parma, I mean, Boni, their striker. Again, I said it earlier in the game. I said 5 minutes after this game ends, so right about now, Forlani and Moncada should be scouting this kid, and they should be making an offer for him. I've never watched him before, but he was a level of spectacular that resonates with you. He was fantastic, and he was constantly winning, holding up the ball and completely beating Tomori and Pavlovic in their first actions. They were very good in their recoveries, but the first action, he was eating them alive. And so, yeah, I think, yes, we have to play a high press to a certain extent. It has to be. Always, it has to be a factor. But again, we just have to do it better. It's a system. We just have to improve at it. David Roberts says, do you think we should go back in for Tammy Abraham? I mean, we need striker reinforcements. And I was a huge Tammy Abraham fan 2 or 3 years ago before he got the ACL injury. But now it just seems like a risk. But at the same time, if it's him or nothing, then yeah, sure, sign him. But only as a loan, in my opinion. Dominic said, Atalanta are going to buy Boni now. Yeah, I wouldn't be so surprised. They're always ahead of the curve with these things. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Maybe I'll be back here. I'll be back doing the next game. I'm not sure. It depends on Stefano and Lorenzo. Or maybe I'll do it with them. We'll figure it out. Thank you guys for tuning in, and hopefully I made the match slightly more tolerable. And Forza Milan. See you guys.